Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Well guys, do you know what is the difference between yes, no, not given and true, false, not given? Yes, that's what I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to solve one complete set of questions, and these questions are yes, no, not given. I'm going to tell you in depth actually how to read the question, what are the words that convert the question from yes to no and no to not given, and what to consider when you read the question, and what to match with the passage to determine the answer is yes, no or not given. And if already you are having trouble with this type of questions, especially you don't know whether it is false or not given, you write false, correct answer is not given, you write not given, correct answer is false, I'm going to explain all these things if you watch this video till end, and I promise your time will not be wasted. So guys, let's take a start. No hollow tips, practical tips while solving the test. Let's go to the handout, and there I'm going to solve this test and I'm going to give you all my tips. Let's take a start. Okay guys, yes, no, not given. Do the following statements agree with the views of the writer? So in yes, no, not given, we actually check the views of the writer in reading passage. In true, false, not given, we check factual information. Yes, no, not given. And remember, if instead of yes you write true, instead of no you write false, your answers will be considered wrong. Alien civilizations may be able to help the human race to overcome serious problems. Alien civilizations overcome serious problems. Now, if alien civilizations may be able to help human race to overcome serious problems, then it is yes. If they cannot do anything about that, then it's no. And if they don't tell anything about that, then it is not given. So let's just try to find alien civilizations. And whenever you start a fresh question type, try to start it from the beginning. Okay, so I'm looking for alien civilizations. That's what the question says. Okay, is there anything here? No. All right. Okay. Civilization I found here. See that? Just take a random look or move your eyes randomly. Take a bird eye view and all that. Okay. Civilization is here, will be last another 2000 years and all that, we read about that. We can expect that if other civilizations, now other civilizations that can be alien do survive in our galaxy, their ages will range from 0 to several billion years. Thus any other civilization that we hear from is likely to be far older on average than ourselves. Okay. The mere existence of such a civilization will tell us that long-term survival is possible. Yeah. This sentence is the holy sentence. The mere existence of such a civilization means alien civilization, okay, will tell us that long-term survival is possible and gives us some cause for optimism. Okay, all right. And then they say it is even possible that the older civilization may pass on the benefits of their experience in dealing with threats to survival such as nuclear war and global pollution and other threats that we haven't yet discovered. Now what's the question? Alien civilizations may be able to help the human race to overcome serious problems. Now what are those serious problems? Long-term survival is not a problem and gives us some cause for optimism. It is even possible that the older civilizations, same ones, alien, older, such civilizations may pass on the benefits of their experience in dealing with threats. Now threats is for problems, and then what are they? To survival, such as nuclear war, this is one problem, global pollution, this is another problem, and other threats. So what's the question? Alien civilization may be able to help the human race to overcome serious problems. Yes, the answer is yes. Clear? Now we found one answer, we got to read on and we'll find the other answers. City scientists are trying to find a life form, okay, they are trying to find a life form that resembles humans in many ways. Okay, they are trying to find a life form that resembles humans in many ways. So if they are trying to find a life form that resembles human in many ways, true. If it is different, then false. Or if they are trying to find something else, then it is false. And if they don't tell anything what they are trying to find, then it is not given. Okay, let's go on. Resemble, yeah, I need to keep in mind trying to find life resembles human in many ways. Okay, let's just go on and we see. This is done, huh? In discussing whether now SETI scientists stop, and by the way the answers are gonna be here, they are in order at times, mostly. First UFO are generally ignored and don't consider the evidence and this and that. In case any really can see that, I am actually reading, skimming, scanning. We make a very conservative assumption that we are looking for a life form. Oh yeah, here, yeah. What is the question? SETI scientists are trying to find a life form, looking for a life form and find a life form. Let's see. So looking for a life form that is pretty well like us, Holy sentence. We are looking for a life form. Now see, we actually goes back to SETI scientists. Second, we make a very conservative assumption that we are looking for a life form that is pretty well like us. Since if it differs radically from us, we may well not recognize it as a life form, quite apart from whether we are able to communicate and all that. Now, SETI scientists are trying to find a life form that resembles humans in many ways. Yes, you can write with closed eyes, huh? So 21 and 22 both are yes. 23. Americans and Australians, I read somewhere this word Australian. Americans and Australians have cooperated, okay, on joint research project. If Americans and Australians have cooperated on joint research projects, yes. If they have not cooperated, no. Otherwise, if they don't tell anything whether they have cooperated or not, then it is not given. Now let's look for America and Australia. Okay, it's done until here. Now I go on and I'm looking for America, Australia. Yes, when I did the other type of questions, I had already underlined that. Now Australia is just here. Let me read from the beginning. See, just read that sentence after the full stop. So far there have been a number of searches by various groups around the world, including Australia. Okay, and then they say searches using the radio telescope at Perkins, New South Wales until now, and then they talk about USA. So they have not said anything that this Americans and Australians have cooperated. No, they talked about Australian, they talked about American, but about their cooperation they did not say anything. Exactly. So the answer to this question is actually not given, because America is mentioned, Australia is mentioned, but their cooperation, they did not say anything about that. That's why it's not given. Alright, let's go on. Now we've got question number 24. Okay, so far SETI scientists have picked up radio signals from several stars. Okay, so far SETI scientists have picked up radio signals. Now radio signals, that is one word we need to look for, from several stars. Okay, if they've picked up radio signals from several stars, then it is yes. If they haven't picked from several stars, just few stars, then no, otherwise not given. Alright, we were here Australian, and they've picked up radio signals from several stars and all that, telescope. Okay, I'm looking for sensitivity and all that. There is considerable signal is here. Alright, let's just see if there is anything. There is considerable debate over how we should react if we detect a signal from an alien civilization? Everybody agrees that we should not reply immediately, quite apart from the impracticality of sending a reply over such large distance at short notice. It raises a host of ethical questions address the global community before any reply could be sent. Would the human race face the culture shock? Now see that actually they say if we detect a signal, if we detect a signal means they have not detected any signal. Exactly. Let me see if there is anything else. Luckily there is no urgency about it. The stars being searched are hundreds of light years, so it takes hundreds of years for their signal to reach us and a further few hundred years for our reply to reach them. It's not important then if there is a delay of few years or decades while the human race debates the question of whether to reply and all that. So if we detect a signal means we have not received any signal. So far SETI scientists have picked up radio signals from several stars. No, they have not got any signal. So far SETI scientists have picked up radio signals. They say here if we detect a signal means they have not detected any signal, and there they are giving the opposite information. That is why this question number 24 is no. Alright, it's getting difficult. 25. NASA project attracted criticism from some members of Congress. Okay, NASA. We got to find this word NASA project and criticism and Congress. Now just let's look for NASA, Congress and all that. I read about Congress somewhere. Okay, NASA is here by the way. Okay, because there is no NASA here, so I have to go back. There is no NASA here, so I've got to go back and see NASA and Congress. So NASA is here, yes, Congress here. Alright, let me read from, yes, from here. The scale of the searches has been increased dramatically since 1992 when the US Congress voted NASA 10 million per year for 10 years to conduct a thorough search for extraterrestrial life. Much of the money in this project is being spent on developing the special hardware and all that. There is no news about criticism. NASA project attracted criticism from some members of Congress? Not at all. This is not given. Okay, so we are left with one question now. If a signal from outer space is received, it will be important to respond promptly. I don't think so, because I remember we read about it. If a signal from outer space is received, it will be important to respond promptly. This one, yeah, we read it when we were doing that list of headings. There is a considerable debate over how we should react if we detect a signal from an alien civilization. Everybody agrees that we should not reply immediately. Everybody agrees that we should not reply immediately, and if a signal from outer space is received, it will be important to respond promptly. Not at all. Okay, so the answer to question number 26 is no. Why? Because here they say respond promptly, and there they say if we detect a signal from an alien civilization, everybody agrees that we should not reply immediately. We have to wait for that. Okay, so this is actually no. Welcome back. Yes, no, not given, huh? Now at least you are clear about it, and still it will take some time to master yes, no, not given. Okay, because you know in true, false, not given and yes, no, not given, one thing is common, that statements are almost the same. But in true, false, not given, you've got factual information, and in yes, no, not given, you've got writer's views or writer's claims. Okay, so thank you very much indeed. Now you should practice yes, no, not given, because this is very important for academic Ielts reading, especially in section 2 or sometimes section 3. They give you this type of questions. If you like this video, hit the like button and don't forget to comment. If you haven't subscribed my channel, consider subscribing. I also teach Ielts online. If you want to join my online Ielts classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. AsadYaqub wishes you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.